Good morning or afternoon. It's afternoon here, but morning in Vancouver. Missed last night, so just making it up today. And we're gonna try to sync up here as well. So I have greatly underestimated time zones this trip. Also, dryness is a real pain, especially when you're fasting. Um, and I'm a little mixed up, but this is I want to in future ideally actually more travel westward than eastward. If you travel eastward, you just lose 4 hours, and where it's 9 a.m. at your place, actually like noon over here, like after. But if you go westward, then you you're waking up earlier because where you normally wake up at 6, 7, 9, whatever it is, it's always going to be early if you move west. But when you're on the west coast in Vancouver, you don't really have that advantage unless you go to Hawaii or something. Maybe that's why people like to go to Hawaii. Um, anyway, I think this continues from last conversation about adding more buffers and ways to kind of manage that. And yes, so dryness, the other topic of dryness. Apparently, this kind of nose, like a rounded nose, is better for, uh, I don't know, you don't want to see up the nose, but here, a rounded nose is better for um, more humid climates. It lets you kind of regulate heat better in a warmer climate where it's hotter. And more like a sharper nose is better for um, drier climates where the air has more time to kind of humidify before it goes into your um, breathing system. And I was looking around for solutions to this. If there's, you know, I don't want to be in a hotel and ask for a humidifier. Maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe I should just try that. But in some ways, I need a humidifier. Or if there's a plug solution, I was looking for like a nose plug kind of solution. But all I could find were for snoring, like to aid people with their snoring problems, and little dust or allergen filters. I don't know how well they work. Just kind of looked them up, but I don't think any of them are designed to help with dryness or humidity. If someone is working on a solution here, I'm down to be a test subject. I'd love to participate and see that, but I don't think I'm an expert or have any insight into the space. Hey, maybe it's a good idea for an engineering capstone project for some of y'all. Aside from that, I'm also looking for like a better solution for travel eye and ear masks and earplugs, but I think I just need to do some more research and dish out a few extra dollars for better quality stuff. On this whole line of innovation, my sister saw my last video actually about flight interruptions, and she proposed an interesting idea to help share the burden and introduce a kind of marketplace for the marginal cost of waiting to people. Like if an airline or flight gets delayed, a notification could go out. I'm not sure if I'm capturing this properly, but a notification could go out to all next and immediately available aircraft and flights to kind of step in. So passengers kind of choose to forego their compensation perhaps and give it to someone else to either give up their seat or just put together another flight. This was I think it was Richard Branson that actually like Virgin, like I think that was the origin story of Virgin Airways. Richard Branson and a couple others were stuck in a flight or whatever. Then he found a private charter, put a bunch of them together, and then started Virgin, right? Um, and hey, with AI and all the data, if there, I think there is a mechanic or mechanism for this. Um, that could really allow for a more efficient marketplace instead of having airlines try to find you another seat and do it in a really inefficient way. Um, it seems like a complex thing to pull off, but I also think it's worth giving it a shot for anyone exploring in this space. Um, Maybe I'll just put like a little notice board of like ideas that I wish someone would work on or could have some insight on, even if I'm not working on them myself. And we'll return to this again later tonight. Want to actually talk about community. That's something else I've been kind of feeling, just being with family. Um, Working on ideas or building things that are useful to your community, I think is very satisfying. And finding ways to create, recreate, and expand community and belonging, both for yourself as well as customers, um, is, I think, increasingly an important part of building a business.